More than 400,000 public sector workers in Quebec are off the job this morning in the first in a series of one-day strikes. Schools, healthcare facilities, and social services will all be disrupted today. Workers from 4 unions are calling for better pay and improved working conditions. Teachers are off the job for part of the day. Daycares are closed for the morning. For medical services, it will be slow all day. Essential services like emergency rooms and intensive care will run as usual. CTV's Matt Gilmore joins us now from Montreal with the very latest. Matt, tell us more about what is happening behind you and what people are calling for.
Yeah, right now we're outside of the English Montreal School Board headquarters. There's a few hundred support staff, teachers, caretakers, and professional services workers here that have joined the picket line. They've been here since about 7:30 this morning. This is the first day of strike action done by what's called the Common Front of unions here in Quebec. 4 major unions representing 420,000 or so workers across the public sector, including teachers, including healthcare sector workers. And they're striking because they have been without a contract since April of this year. And the salary demands that they have aren't being matched or met by the government. They're being offered right now a salary increase, baseline salary increase of 10.3% over the next 5 years, which does not meet the rate of inflation over those same 5 years. And what the union are asking for is the rate of inflation pegged to the rate of inflation plus 2%, then 3%, and then 4%. So there's a huge gap between what the unions are asking for and what the government has offered. And this is the first strike day of a number more that have already been announced this morning. So we're hearing already this morning that while these strike actions are happening, there are more days coming later this month.
More coming. And can you give us a sense, Matt, of just how disruptive this could be for people? What services are being impacted? How will people feel the effects of those who have taken to the picket lines?
Yeah, so for schools, I mean, the obvious answer is that parents are going to have to figure out childcare for their children during the workday. Today is just a half day. So teachers are going back to work at 11 o'clock this morning. So it's a small disruption today, but just a sort of a sense of what's to come later this month on November 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. Those will be full strike days. So the schools will be closed for the entire day. No school, no classes on those days. And then the other factor is the healthcare settings. So hospital workers are also on strike. We're talking about clerical workers, maintenance workers, but also some other healthcare workers like nutritionists and physios and rehab workers, as well as nurses also have a strike mandate. So in that setting, workers, because of essential services rules, aren't going to be able to go on a full strike. They're only able to strike for about an hour and a half per day. So there will be a slowdown in the services outside of the emergency rooms and the ICUs, which will operate as normal. But for people who are trying to access the healthcare system, it could mean even longer wait times.
Matt Gilmore for us. Matt, thank you for that update.